Hi, Mr. Brown. This is my persuasive speech titled PE versus We. I have a little bit of a sore throat, so it might sound a little bit rough, but anyways, I'll go ahead and get started. Once, a long time ago, physical exercise was built into one's routine. For example, children's free time would not be spent on the computer, but instead on bicycle riding. However, in this day and age, everyone has an instant gratification level. We've all been to the point of throwing things out of the window because they're too slow, while in reality, people actually had to write out all those essays by hand and wait for their pictures to develop. My personal piano instructor was just speaking about this topic last night and told me this. Electronics make people think that everything is fun and games, while in reality, it's not. My point in all this is that this generation has been excessively privileged, and I believe that it's time to adjust some things. So now you're beginning to wonder, how does all this fit in with my first sentence about physical exercise? For a while now, students have been receiving recognition for exercise, while in reality, all they're doing is looking at a TV screen, while occasionally making some moves and grunts here and there. I believe this is a problem, because while exploring the topic, Travis Saunders, who experts in the Patriotics magazine, states that Reboxing burns roughly the same number of calories as walking on a treadmill at a moderate pace of 3.5 miles per hour. The Patriotics magazine goes to say that if students were to replace their video games with the Wii, they would only improve their physical activity by 2%. If students are truly replacing their physical exercise with this Wii, then we are all going to have a lot of health issues to come. My resolution for this drawback in many homes in America today is that while students still have their pleasure time sitting in front of the TV, that they still make time to go ride bikes, hiking, running, and play sports. A time plan, for example, might be to have an hour with video games or extra computer time and an hour for outdoor activities. My sister and I began doing an exercise program with the TV involved and found not only that we weren't accountable, but also that we were missing the daily beauty of life. The sunshine, fellowship with friends that we had while participating in a local tennis branch. We also went to a camp last summer and walked at least 3 miles every day, and honestly, it feels so amazing to get in a habit, make contact with nature. However, if things continue as they have been in our country, where children get home from school at 3, do homework, play video games while eating dinner, going through the motions, there won't be any communications between families, and also no exercise or any social activity between friends. Students will expect the obvious, be ingrained in their daily schedule, become unhealthy, and have an instant gratification level. My biggest concerns with the previously mentioned statement is that students will become unhealthy and have an instant gratification level. Besides that, though, we need this generation to be aware of what's going on and be raised with intelligence and old school activities. So what can we do? How do we begin? We could start in our own homes. Lately, my parents have been encouraging my older sister and I to get out on our bikes and challenge ourselves to a few running races before the end of the year. With this goal in our minds, we know that if we even want to start thinking about running the race, we have to get in shape and practice. I believe that goals are the true way to success, without which you can't look ahead because you're not necessarily sure where you're going. During the speech, I had 2 main topics: the problems with little to no physical exercise and also instant gratification level. And to conclude, I'd like to tie these 2 topics together by saying that neither unnecessary nor minuscule arrangements will correctly help the situation. Everything must be done in moderation.